Well, hello. We're just sort of talking through race 1 at Sardegna, as we don't have a proper replay of it. But yeah, Ross was on pole. That was great, wasn't it, Macko?
Yeah, he was a lot faster than the rest of us, but he still managed to do an improvement. I think he improved 0.3 of a second during race 1. He managed to do a 10.0 during the race, and he did a 10.3 during the qualifying.
Yeah, it was pace that some of us couldn't match.
No, we had no chance at all. And fixture, well, I was close, yeah, but still.
You're in second, and Fixture was in fourth as well.
Yeah, he did a great job as well. He managed to beat Macko.
So, just talking about my own race here, I'm having to defend straight away, as Fixture had a little bit more power, and I had to do the same in race 2 as well. Like, I wasn't trying to overtake at all, I just knew that if I left the inside 2 open, I'd have to go side by side. But it was a clean start, I think.
Yes, no worries there. Everybody is on soft tires, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because softs were quite dominant. But that's okay, because at all top of the list, we're doing a 20-lap race! Woo!
Yay, boy.
More tyre wear!
No. Autopolis is going to be disastrous, but I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, the understeer is just incredibly bad. So yeah.
Just looking. So Ross actually made a mistake there.
I thought I might have a chance at the end of this straight into the braking zone of D1, but as you can see, I made a slight mistake. I went fairly wide there.
And further back,
Macko.
Paquito got into fourth, and also I think Sig dropped down because Stefan's in seventh.
And where did Sammy start from? I think he was 8 or 7.
No. Yeah, Sammy was 7th and Sig was 6th.
Oh yeah.
So it was. Maybe there was contact with Sig. I don't know. But there were good battles back there as well.
Yeah, Cyber said that they had a really action-filled race for the 8th position. Sammy made mistakes and he managed to overtake them. So yeah.
I think that was more in race 2.
Was it? Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
But yeah, this was the first race with the sort of the AM class described.
Yeah.
Although it was just Noki and Cyber for this event.
Yeah, but we are having picks for the next race, so
yeah,
that's gonna be exciting. I'm actually interested in that. I think it's a good thing that we have an AEM class.
Yeah.
Good lap time, by the way.
Certainly not. What was my lap time? 10.9. Yeah, but it's not as good as Ross's 10.1.
Yeah, I think I did a 10.4, but as you can see, he's pulling away from me.
I mean, 10.1 is still really, really good because Ross had quite a bit of ballast.
Yeah, he had 1% less power than I, and 1%, 1% more power and 1% less weight than I. So that's, I don't think it matters 0.3. So I think he was faster than me. And well, yeah, he was really, really quick, almost as quick as Marco. Because when Marco tested my ballast, he managed to get to 10.0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I might have been able to get about a 10.4 on your ballast. Yeah, we're going to ignore what just happened to your car.
Yeah.
I think that's just what happens when you're streaming and posting and everything.
Yeah.
It was only then though. That generally it was fine.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Not much really happens in the first half of this race, if I remember correctly. I think Sammy, Stefan, and Sig battled a bit, but up front we were pretty. We didn't really battle in the first sort of 10-11 laps.
No, we're sitting quite comfortably on our own. As you can see, I have a 1.5 second lead, and you have a second lead ahead of Marcus. So there really is nothing to do. rather than driving. So
Yeah, I think the track did suit these cars, at least for these cars don't seem to suit much, but I think that they weren't too bad around here because there weren't too many sharp turns. You could go in like third gear quite a lot. Ooh.
Yes, it was definitely enjoyable. And that's the problem with Autopolis. It has plenty of slow corners, long corners as well. So you'll have constant understeer, and with the increased weight, it's going to be worse. And also in the second race, when we have 20 laps to go, it's going to be very tricky to manage the soft tires. If you want to do soft, which I'm not convinced is the best strategy for the second race of Autopolis.
Yeah. I think 20 laps will get us closer to the Group 2 races, where people would maybe do like medium soft.
Yes, but also I don't know if soft would work on Group 2 cars, because mediums were mandatory, so we had to use them.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Just speaking about this race, so Sig got by Stefan for 7th. I think that was going into turn 1. I think they were swapping positions on that main straight.
Yeah, but the pack is still quite close to each other. I mean, if you look at the map, at least the first 5 drivers are pretty close, and I extended slightly the track limits. Yeah, I've got a penalty again.
I'm actually doing some testing at Autopolis with no ballast, just to see a comparative lap time. And I think I was doing low 34s, like 34.0, 34.1 were my best
34?
laps without... at Autopolis with no ballast at all.
Yeah, okay, but that's very quick. I mean, I haven't tested without ballast, but with ballast I can get a 35.3. So it means that the ballast almost slows me down by a whole second. It's good.
No, it probably slows you up by about a second and a half, honestly.
Oh. Well, yeah. Why? I don't think I could get a better time around the Autopolis than you. And
you were quick last time.
Well, yeah, but Charlie was very quick last time, if you remember, and Sammy.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the track map for this race. So, I think a couple of drivers dropped off. That might have been the AM-class drivers, possibly. Because I think that all the way up to Scani, it was quite close. That's 9th place would be Scani.
Well, yeah.
I'm actually closing in on you.
Yes, you've gained half a second in the last lap. Yeah, and as you can see, Ross is now completely on his own.
Yeah, I don't remember him making a mistake.
No, he had a very clean race. I'm wondering how far is fixed compared to Marco, but I think they are... Well, yeah, there is a small gap. I think it's about 2 seconds, maybe. So he's still quite close.
Yeah, I mean, well, Fixtrip out-qualified him.
Well, yeah.
I think in race 2, I think Fixtrip was on the back of the pack throughout the race.
I wasn't paying attention. I was very focused on my own race.
No,
so I don't know about that.
I just remember that after the pit stops in race 2, I was leading and then you behind. But then you, Marco, Ross, Stefan and Fixtrip were all in a straight line right behind me.
Yeah, I remember your meme.
Also, Sig has just got into 6th place with Sammy because they were battling it out, although Sammy then re-overtakes him.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it did happen. Sammy did overtake Sig.
Yes.
There may not be the footage of it, but it did happen.
Yeah, but it would be nice. I would like to see that footage.
Yeah, I've really caught you up. Wow.
Yeah. At this point, I think I might... No, I'm not going for the defensive line, but I'm definitely thinking about it. Yeah, at this point, I must feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really thinking too much about overtaking.
Yeah, but the pressure is still there. Like, just a slight mistake and you can get past me. Oh, I think that might be a penalty.
I can't
Not
remember, honestly.
Not that it matters anything.
I didn't get a penalty because I lifted off.
Oh, yeah.
I sort of lifted off and really went to the left.
Yeah. Ooh, I went very wide there.
We've actually gapped Keto though.
Yes. And Ross is not that much ahead. I mean, 3.8 seconds from you.
Yeah.
At this point, if he made a mistake, in theory, we'd be still able to catch him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's going to win by a big margin. I think almost 10 seconds or so in the end.
I don't remember it being that much.
Well, we'll see anyways. I think it was Brett, I think it was 12 seconds to be honest. Because
maybe it was to you.
Yeah, that's possible, yeah. But yeah, because I dropped back. Yeah, okay. We'll see.
Yeah, during this race, I kept typing on Twitch chat. I kept calling you an egg on the main straight whenever I had time to do so.
That's just pure evil. Fix, I think, made a mistake because there's a big gap between him and Marco. So yeah, at this point, they must have a really interesting battle. Because Fix, Sammy, Sig, and Stefan are quite close together.
Yeah, people were quite well matched.
Yeah, well, Ballast is working.
So here, on lap 10, I wanted to go into at least lap 11. However, I also wanted you to pit before me. Now, I'm not thinking about Paquito at all. All I'm thinking about is how do I get past Macko? I'm third place, that's fine. So here, coming into the pit lane, I'm like, okay, I really want Macko to pit. So what I'll do is I'll pretend to pit, hope he sees me, so then he tries to cover me off and then I won't pit. So I do it. I make it look like I'm pitting and then you just...
Yeah, well, I mean, you had a very comfortable situation there, because if I didn't go into the pits, you could just pit and then overtake me in the next lap. And of course, well, I don't know why you haven't pitted it. I mean, for me it was a clear decision because I didn't want you to overtake me. So I thought I had to pit.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
Yeah, well, I wanted to pit later than you, so I had fresher tyres for the second stint, just like at Fuji. Like, race 1, I think? Race
1, yes.
Yeah.
But you were lucky there. You were quite lucky there because Sammy hauled me up.
Yeah, but I think even if Sammy didn't hold you up, I still would have had the fresher tyres. So that's why I was hoping here. So Ross is currently 4 seconds ahead. However, what I didn't think about was Marco.
Yeah.
Marco actually was about 1.5 seconds behind as I pitted. Yeah, all I was thinking about was, it's fine, I'll pit this lap, I'll get into third, I'll have fresher tyres than Macko, I'll chase him down, I'll try and overtake him.
Yeah, I think I said in my Twitch that it was a bad decision by you, because I knew that Marco is going to get past you.
It worked out in the end. I did have fresher tyres, so I did have more grip, and it did work out.
Yeah.
But I just didn't expect it all. I knew, I originally thought I was actually going to come out ahead of you, but then I realised that was Marco, and then I was like, oh damn.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
actually, we can see that you've closed on Ross as well at this point of the race.
Ooh, that's a nice save. I think that's how Ross went out in the second race.
Yeah, it was. Further back, Fixtrip lost out heavily.
Oh yeah, he must have made a huge mistake. And Sig is in front of Sammy.
Yeah, well, Sig pitted on the same lap as you. Fixtrip and Sammy, they waited until lap 11. And I don't know if Fixtrip made a mistake, or if he just had or what, but yeah, he ends up losing those positions.
Yeah. By the way, it's very interesting to see that you were doing quite consistent 11s until the end of lap 7, and then your 8th lap is a 12.4. And I think it's because of the tires, because if we would be able to look at others' lap times, you'd see this drop as well. I mean, you can see it in my lap times as well, and I wonder why is that? Is it the tires that get a bit worse so suddenly?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
why
that's
is that?
Well, because when they're more worn, there's less rubber, so you have less sort of good grip with the tarmac. So you end up just running a bit wide. You can't go as quickly.
And is it like an instant thing? Oh my god, you're quite quick now.
It's linear. Like it is a gradual change.
Yes.
However, as you get later on, because of the drop-off in tyre wear, you're also more likely to make mistakes. I think also that was when I was catching you, so I think maybe a little bit of dirt, maybe contributed as well. But Ross is going really, really quickly. Like, you're saying that I was going quickly, but I think Ross, because he pitted a lot later than you, then I think Ross suddenly does like a 10.0 maybe.
Yes, on this lap, he is going to set the fastest lap of the race. I mean, he is going to. There it is.
There we go.
10.2. That's incredible. Oh my. Yeah. I think when we were experimenting with no ballast, we managed to get sub 10 lap times, but it wasn't so easy. So that's 10.0.
I think we had like maybe like a 9.4.
Yeah. And we did that in time trials. So this 10.2 is definitely a perfect lap.
Yeah.
You can't get much faster than that.
Further back, Sammy dropped a position with fixed trip.
Yeah.
So fixed trip probably made a good move. Maybe Sammy made a mistake. I don't know.
I'd love to see that. From now on, I shall save my replays all the time. Okay, well, yeah. Talking about the battle between the top 4, I think at this point Ross has a comfortable lead again. So I'm definitely not in position to challenge him. You are actually getting closer to Marco, but very slowly. I think the distance was 1.6 seconds or something, and now it's 1.1. And Sig, it's surprising that Sig is not as fast as you, because he lost almost 2 seconds in the last 2 laps. Even though he has clean air, so he could push it very hard.
This was a good lap for Marco. Like, he gets away a little bit. But yeah, this was very much a strategy-orientated race. It wasn't as action-packed as some of our other events. But with the qualifying and then it sort of people being a similar pace racing each other, it's much more about those couple of tenths each lap and then getting an undercut and overcut, maybe using a different strategy. And that's where good racing comes in, as it did in race 2. But I think I closed in there on 3rd place, just at the final turn.
Yeah, and as it seemed a bit boring to look at it, it definitely wasn't a boring race to drive. Because on this track it's very easy to make mistakes, because the curves are punishing you very quickly. So these curves with the blue on them, they are okay to use. You can abuse them, but anything else, if you hit them, you're off, and you lose at least 5 seconds going back to the track, as we'll see later. So you definitely have to pay attention. You have to be focused not to make mistakes, and well, the pressure is still there, regardless if you're on your own. Yeah.
I think Ross may have made some slight mistakes, because
it
was over 6 seconds to me, and now it's 5.6, 5.7.
Yeah, I remember that. He lost almost 2 seconds there, but he was still at
Wow.
least 2 seconds ahead of me, so it didn't really matter.
I closed in a lot there. Because it now gets towards a second rather than being about 1.3. And yeah, so now I'm sort of closing in on slipstream distance.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sig's lost a couple of seconds to the top 4. And actually,
Yeah.
I think, fixture dropped to 8.
Yeah, well, that must have been a mistake, because he was ahead of Sammy and Stefan.
Oh, I think this is Cyber off the track, if I remember.
Yeah, yes. Oh, yeah, unlucky, but he did better in the second race.
Yeah, when he said himself he was battling with like Sani and Nokias, which we
Yeah.
do have. We do have a video of race 2.
Yeah, luckily.
Yeah. The gap between myself and Marco is now coming down to 8 tenths. That's the thing. It's just I've got those slightly fresher tyres, and although it's not too instant, it's just those couple of tenths a lap which allow me to fight.
Yeah, you're being incredibly consistent again. I mean, looking at your lap times, it's nice. Very, very good job.
Yeah, there's like a slight gradual loss, but that's just how it is with tyre wear. That is actually quite nice. With tyre wear, that is actually very consistent.
Yeah, yes. I think my tires are going to get slightly bad. And when I say slightly bad, I mean disastrous. Because this is my 8th lap on those tires, and this is your 7th lap. So yeah, I'm going to lose, I think, a lot of time now. From now on, to say, because, yeah.
Yeah, well, in race 2, I was quite surprised at my pace, because my tyre wear in the last few laps got really, really bad. However, in race 2, I was able to stay with you, like within a few tenths. And then
after the pit stop, right? Oh yeah.
That's how I closed it. I knew that I was thinking that I wasn't this far away, Marco.
If you get a good exit out of the last chicane, I think you definitely have a chance on this lap. Oh, he had a yeah. That wasn't a perfect chicane by him. Okay, well, 3 tenths. This is going to be close. Ooh, oh, that's okay. Very nice. That was a very brave move. Yeah, good job. I actually, I don't think I'd have the guts to go for the inside, but so that was a beautiful move.
Yeah, I managed to. I ended up actually losing control slightly under braking because of my brake balance, and I ended up on the curb, but I somehow still kept the position. There was very slight contact on the exit. Like nothing like problematic. There was still room. Oh, but then look at this. Straight after I overtook him, I made a mistake at I think turn 5. Like I got on the curb too much. So he's actually still with me. Also, even with that battling, we didn't lose too much time to you and Ross.
Yeah, a few tenths maybe.
What was it? 5.8. Oh, so here he's fighting back. He has a little bit less power than me.
Yeah, he's close, but not close enough. But you had to take the defensive line. Yeah, you lost quite a lot of time there. At least 3 tenths of a second.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm overly defensive, but with how tight it is on the exit in the gravel track.
Oh, that's too wide. Yeah, yeah.
And because I'm still defending, because I thought he might have gone for it there. And then I think I still defend here as well, it's just continuous.
Yeah, but you are still catching me, so...
Yeah.
Ooh, he's close now as well.
So I just stay in the middle of the track.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
He flashed his lights, actually. I don't know... Oh, but that could have been on accident, because controller users...
No, it's just an Italian thing. They flash their lights all the time.
Possibly. I think it's just because of the controller layout, which I know he uses as It's got the flashlights button as the L3 button, and if you use the left analog stick to steer, then you kind of.
Yeah, perhaps. But he did that in race 2 as well. So, okay. Now, what I would like you to pay attention to is Noki, because even though he's ghosted, he still can give me slipstream and dirty air. So through here, I'm losing plenty of time, I think, in that turn. Just look at the time. But yeah, okay, it wasn't that bad, but I'm definitely time. Okay, and now he's going to go wide, and I just follow basically.
Yeah, I think he sort of braked a little bit too late.
Yeah, yeah, but oh god.
This was so close, though. I was worried. I was worried you were going to unghost, so I didn't go through you.
Okay, hold up, Marco. Yeah, Marco is also in front of me. I think I made another mistake there, perhaps because of my tires or something.
Oh,
yeah.
You might have gone onto the outside curb and the grass.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got footage of that anyway.
No, I didn't save that. I don't have footage.
No, as in your Twitch.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, and final lap. Sammy, I think he made his move on Sig. Yeah.
That would be good, because that must have taken quite a few laps for Sammy to sort of line that up. I'm assuming so, and also Fixtrip's in 7th. I don't think he was before.
No, Stefan is only 8th. He did a lot better in race 2. I think he finished 5th in race 2. Yeah, I think so.
Was it 3rd? 4th? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that the pace of most people was actually pretty similar. So if you had a good start or a good qualifying, as long as you didn't make any mistake, you were set for most of the race to be in that particular pack. But if you have a bad start, then Stefan would end up in that battle with Sammy, Sig, and Fixtrip rather than being in the battle with myself and Marco and you. But Ross crossed the line to get his first race Sportscar Championship win in just his second event. I'm second, Marco 3rd, you in 4th after cracking, and then Sammy in 5th after overtaking Sig. So it was only 4.8 seconds.
You were right. Yeah.
Maybe Ross slowed down at the end to celebrate.
Or he was being careful throughout his last lap.
Yeah, further back, I think Scanny was on his own in 9th. Noki won the AM-class battle after Cyber's spin. Although Noki made that mistake with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake.
Anyway, that's it.